Welcome back to Tarot by the Bay. I'm David. All right. This information came out a few days ago. I missed it, caught it in the comments. There's an accusation being made by one of the defendants in the Georgia RICO case. Let's see, get the guy's name here. Harrison Floyd. His lawyers, his attorneys are basically saying that Fani Willis was on a phone call with them in Maryland and she recorded the call and didn't get their consent to record the call. And that's allegedly a felony in Maryland. Under Maryland's Wiretap Act, recording a private conversation without consent from both parties is punishable by up to 5 years in prison, a fine of up to $10,000 or both. And Nathan Wade, no, not Nathan Wade, excuse me, Harrison Floyd and attorneys are basically calling her a DEI thug with a law license. All I gotta say is they are sure going out of their way trying to remove this woman from the case. You know, it's one thing to, the whole relationship that she had, that had nothing to do with the facts of the case, but Judge McAfee allowed it in and let the drama show play out. Now we're talking about her recording a phone call, allegedly, and they want her to recuse herself from the case. For what? Recording a phone call? Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's totally disqualifying, he said through extreme sarcasm. If that's the best shot you've got, you're in some deep doo-doo, aren't you? Okay, so let's look at the general energy around Fani Willis. It's been a while since I've read on her, and with regards to this and the trial in general. And let's see if anything has changed in the energy. Okay? Come on down. Let's see what we got going on. All right. Energy around Fani Willis and this accusation that she's... moving the cat hair from my mat here, that she's recorded this phone call and the outskirts. Okay, or the outcomes from that. So we got the Two of Cups here. Agreements. To me, this is just probably a call between the lawyers, and I don't know if she recorded it. I don't know if she didn't know that Marilyn had... It was just a conversation between lawyers. Now, his lawyers, Harrison Floyd's lawyers, saying she was so rude to them and their client. Okay, whatever. It was a call. It was... What do we got? Yeah. They really think here, in a diluted sense, that they can get her to leave the case. This is the watershed moment for them. This is like their best shot to get her to get off the case after Judge McAfee did not boot her out for the alleged relationship and such. But they're fooling themselves. They're trying to sell it as, we were talking with her. She has a lack of integrity. She needs to leave. The way I see it is, look, this is what lawyers do. You're trying to get her to leave. You're fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself and you're fooling your client. You're giving your client false hope. In the past, you got the Seven of Coins. I'm trying to... I don't know if the phone call was... discussing plea deals. There's some evaluation that was going on. And it could be just something as simple as the lawyers either assume she called it. I don't know how they know if she called it or not, if she called the line or not. But I guess there maybe was an evaluation if they should make a stink about this. And it could be that their client is in a really bad way, so they're going to pull out all the stops to to besmirch her. It could also be they were trying to get a plea deal for their client, and what was being offered wasn't what the client wanted. So they'll go for the jugular, as it were. Current situation is the 9 of Cups. Somebody feels like they've got it all sewn up here. I don't know if this is Fani Willis sitting, okay, this is the best you got, bring it. Let's see what you got. You know, or if this is like, haha, we finally got you now. You know, Darth Vader thinking he's got Luke Skywalker in the trench, circling the Death Star. But somebody in the current situation feels like they have the upper hand. If Fani Willis didn't record the conversation, then this would be Fani Willis. It's like, okay, I can't wait to see you bring this one up because I want to see the evidence. I can't wait to tear you apart limb from limb in the court system. Or this could be his lawyer saying, haha, we've got you now. Overarching energy, King of Swords. Somebody is going to get a harsh decision put down on them. If Fani Willis did record it without permission, is that going to get her kicked off the case? No. Just no. That in itself wouldn't. If there was a pattern of behavior and this was just yet another item in a pattern of behavior, yeah, that could force a recusal. But this on its own, isolated, would not be cause for recusal, just as the whole debacle with the boyfriend that was the special counsel, that just like, even if you included all of that, that would not be cause to recuse herself. There was nothing found on that previous one that would lead her to be recused, and this is small potatoes. It really is. Lesson to be learned is the Wheel of Fortune. They'll keep trying. I think this is going to get shut down, but Trump and his lawyers will keep trying. They are trying to figure out any way they can to get this person removed from the case. Out comes the Three of Wands. I don't think they're going to succeed in getting her removed, but this is just one more attempt in what will probably be follow-up attempts to get her removed. But they're deluding themselves. This I really have a hard time seeing this go anywhere. Three of Wands is an outcome if you want to look at it from a anti-Fani Willis kind of view. It might get her contemplating whether or not she should leave. You know, do I leave on my own terms as opposed to being forced to leave? But it's almost like the more you try and get this person off the case, the more she's going to dig her heels in to stay on it. Now, if she were like really wildly incompetent and you were trying to get her not to recuse herself so that you could win the case, that would be one thing. But there's no indication that that's the case with Fani Willis. If anything, she's got those guys scared poopless. Okay, from what's going on with the defense team here? Why are they going after her so bad? What's the energy behind their attempts to get her removed? They called her a DEI. I don't even know what that is supposed to be. A DEI thug. That's not an acronym that I'm used to. Drug enforcement. Harrison Floyd, you are just a piece of work, you are. Okay, what's going on with Harrison Floyd and his lawyers that they think that somehow this is going to get her removed? All right. DEI thug. Dale Earnhardt Incorporated. That's what I think of when I think of DEI from my fan days as a NASCAR driver. What are they trying to do? They're trying to get this woman removed. Why? it's like, uh, it's like she knows things. I'm wondering if the lawyers told her stuff on that phone call that they didn't intend to. Something, I don't know how that works, but I'm trying to figure out what this moon card is here. It's like mystery, things to be revealed type of thing. It could have been that they were just trying to set her up to get her removed, but I don't see it. There's something about her and the action that she takes that makes their defense really, really difficult. And I don't know if that's because they told her stuff on this phone call, or whatever deals that she's offering for a plea deal is they don't want to take it. The vibe I get is this guy wants his cake. This guy's lawyers want their cake and they want to eat it too. I think she played them somehow, and they're pissed and they're trying to get back at her with this. It's hard to explain, and maybe I'll be able to piece it together with more cards here, but there's definitely something that she has on them, or some mistake they made on that phone call that she now has, and they want it to not be into evidence and to take her down at the same time. Yeah, and there's your taking down card and the pass the tower card. They tried to take her down with the relationship thing, and that didn't work. There's something that she has that they are really, really concerned about. Something she has is, and they're trying desperately to get rid of her. And they will try anything. Current situation is the King of Wands. Again, I think maybe what they think the thing is that they can't break her. So they're going to try and go after the judge. Maybe get the judge to kick her off. If we bring up enough stuff, if we throw enough spaghetti or stuff against the wall, we'll see what sticks. And maybe we can influence this young judge who was in the Federalist Society and something like that. He'll remember suddenly that he's a Republican and a Trumper, and he'll kick her off. That's kind of their mindset type of thing. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing, and she's too good. They can't. Their back's up against the wall. They don't stand a chance against her. So they're trying to go around her and knock out the supporting structure that holds her up. Yeah, they want to get her off the case. If they can get her out of her law license, even better. But they're trying desperately to get her off this case. They're working on the judge to get her off the case. The lesson to be learned is the World card, bringing things to a close. This charge in of itself doesn't appear to be enough to do it. Look at the major arcana here. Tower, Death, World, and the Moon card. Endings, sudden endings. Endings. They're trying to get her kicked off the case in the most desperate way possible. There's something we don't know about that she has, and I think they know she has, and it could even be from that phone call, that they are trying desperately to get her off, get her removed from that case. They're delusional, though. They are not going to succeed. They are absolutely delusional if they think this is going to work. Now, they will... what they're going to hammer on is that she has no integrity. Look, she did this. She recorded this phone call. We had no idea she was going to record this phone call. That's terrible, Judge. You need to do something about it. She needs to be kicked off the case and maybe lose her law license too while you're at it. Ain't going to happen. All right. So now I'm curious. What does Fani Willis know that has these Harrison Floyd and his lawyers so worked up? What does she know that has them so worked up? What does Fani Willis have on these guys that's got it so worked up? Let's see if we can figure that one out. Six of Swords. Leaving, moving, troubled waters to calm shores. This could be sending somebody up the river, as in sending him to prison. This could be the offer of, we offered you a plea deal. Maybe not a good offer, but we offered you a plea deal here. What does she have? Is there something with families, movement, travel, and the King of Wands? That was Fani Willis that was up here. Yeah. When that first part of the reading where they were, it's like I couldn't tell if that was Fani Willis or the thing. That was Fani Willis. Like, oh, you think I recorded your phone call? Okay, bring it. I can't wait to humiliate you in court again. On the low energy, this could be, her leaving the case, the judge ordering her to leave, or, so much where there's smoke, there's fire instead of a smoke machine. Maybe you should leave. She's not underneath here. There's no, I'm not leaving. They're trying to force me off the case. And now I think she understands they're trying to go through the judge. Because that's two now, right? The whole, she had an affair with the special prosecutor. She needs to be removed from the case. And now she recorded a phone call. She needs to be removed from the case. There's some connection with the judge here in being removed from the case. Maybe they're not going to answer me what Fani Willis knows. Maybe this is just going to be more the general reading of why they're trying to get her removed. She seems to be a master at what she's doing. She's holding all the cards. And maybe they feel like if they can get her off the case, she and her expertise and knowledge goes away too, and it makes their case easier. There we go. Moon card's in the past now. We've got a calming down and a going away. Either Fani Willis leaves or things calm down. The judge maybe the judge could either ask her to leave, or the judge might no longer entertain these frivolous motions. We got the moon card in the past, though. Whatever that knowledge is, and maybe this is just the phone call. We didn't know it was being recorded or not. That's going to be in the past here. Current situation is the Nine of Wands. I almost don't think this is answering what Fani Willis knows. I think this is more what's happening now after the judge is making his ruling. On Fani Willis, I don't know if he's hinting that maybe she might not want to be the face of it. What else is going to come down? What's coming down next? I think she's going to get through this one, no problem. It's like, okay, what's the next thing they're going to throw? What's their next action they're going to take? Yeah, they're just trying to get away with it. This could also be that Fani Willis knows that they're trying to get her off the case. And she's ready for it. It's like, yeah, give me your best. I've been able to take everything you've thrown at me. I'm battered and bruised. I'm still standing. I know you're trying to get off. You're trying to get away without being punished, and she's not going to let that happen. Lesson to be learned is the Death card. This, in some ways, this is kind of. I'm wondering if the Moon card is. Fani Willis is learning how many shots she needs to take. Does she need to continually take all these shots to keep this case going? Again, looking at this. Penultimate battle. Battered but still standing. They're trying to sneak off. They're trying to get her off the case. They're trying to get away with things. They're trying to bring her oversight on this case to an end. She knows what they're trying to do, and she knows why they're trying to do it. But the hell, she's going to step down. She's not going to step down. She knows if she stays on, she's going to win this case. She's going to win this case handily. That's why I think in some ways, that's why she hasn't stepped down, is because she knows she can win it. I suspect, though, even if she did step down, they're still going to win the case. It doesn't matter who the face of the case is. It's going to be a successful prosecution. It's almost like a lesson for Fani Willis that, hey, you don't have to be the face of the case to win and get the credit for it. I was asking what she knew, and that sure as heck wasn't giving me the answer. At least nothing looking in that spread was giving me the answer. I think she understands what they're trying to do, and all this pressure is to get her to leave. All of it's to get her to leave. I guess they think like they can win the case if she's not on there. I got news for them. That is not what's going to happen. Spirit, can you just a general read on this case? What's up next? What can you tell me about this case that I can share with my viewers here? We're 22 minutes in. Again, so this is about just trying to get her off, and they're trying to work the judge to see if the judge can get her removed, and they think they can be successful that way. There's something that she's got on them. I think basically they know they cannot beat her in this case, so they think that if they can get her removed, that then they stand a chance at winning this case. And there's a lot of pressure on her to leave. She could not be the face of the case and they'll win. She could be the face of the case and they'll win. So don't stress out if she's not on there. This is just literally the sprinkle on the cherry on top. What else can you tell me about this case that's coming up? That lack of integrity. Remember, this is an election integrity case. And Trump bamboozled a lot of people into saying that the election was stolen. But there's a lack of integrity here and a tower moment. Things coming crashing quickly. I think the judge is probably going to rule on this thing, and he's gonna toss this thing right out. King of Cups in the past, trying to play on the judge's emotions, saying she's a shady character and she needs to be removed. But I think that it's their lack of integrity. Oh God, in the double card underneath there. Yeah, this is about their lack of integrity, trying to bring down the election, and all in service of Trump. Biden winning, and they're trying to overturn what happened on there. Queen of Cups, keeping this thing secret. Racing in, trying to get stuff done quickly. Disappointment. All right. What's going to happen with this case? Again, there's going to be a lack of integrity here. This latest challenge is just going to get tossed out. They're trying to play on the judge's emotions. It's not going to work. Fani Willis is fighting from a position of advantage, and she's holding on to information that we don't know about. She'd love to tell you about it, but we don't know about it yet. And she's like, okay, come on, you keep doing this. This is fun. But she will absolutely, and maybe one of her weaknesses is that she's very passionate with her responses. And if you're going to attack her character, she's going to come after you and push it back. In some ways, she's different than a lot of the attorneys that we've seen, in that, you know, they try not to or the judges, they try not to respond to Trump, like Judge Egaron or Judge Merchan, uh, Letitia James. Trump just, you know, this is obviously not Trump, this is Harrison Floyd, but others in that trial, you know, they attack, and she's willing to attack back. And then they're like, oh, she's attacking back, she's not a very nice person. But it's like, you know what? That's just a different fiery personality. They're not used to that. They're not used to being punched back. And now they're trying to say, oh, you know, she's not professional. She attacks back. We attack her and she attacks back. She needs to calm down. She's a woman. She needs to be in control of her emotions. And we all know women can't be in control of their emotions. I don't know how men came to that conclusion. I look at, like, you know, Jim Jordan, just did a reading on him. Brett Kavanaugh, bunch of crybabies. It's always funny, the F your emotions crowd, nobody cares about your feelings. Boy, they're the most sensitive people if you were to shove that same thing back at him. You know, the poster they had was, she lost, get over it, no one cares about your feelings. Put a big red X over the letter S. He lost, get over it, nobody cares about your feelings. Taking their same sign and just removing one letter, I guarantee you they would be triggered beyond all get out. They try to make women seem like they're not in control of their emotions when they, in fact, are the ones that aren't in control of their emotions. But she's a passionate woman. You attack her, she'll attack you back. Outcome, maybe as she gets older, she might look back at this and say, you know, maybe that wasn't the best. I didn't do myself any favors by doing that. But at the same time, no, the heck, you're going to get free shots on her. Nobody gets free shots on her. And I suspect that she learned that from her dad. The former Black Panther. You know what? When you're passionate, you're passionate. You fight. They want to fight dirty. They want to lie and cheat about you. Defend yourself. If you have to bring the passion up, bring it up. If you want to be an assassin that's cold as ice, go for it. If you want to be an assassin that's hot and passionate, go for it. But don't let these lies. Here's the thing with Fani Willis. These lies don't go around the planet 23 times before she gets out of bed and puts her pants on in the morning. You know what I mean? Oh, you're going to lie about me? Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's discuss. This is not a person you want to cross. She will smack you around and put you into your place something quick. She's not going to let the whole neighborhood know about everything that's going on before she responds to it. First thing she hears about it, she's going to go right into your face and demand an explanation. Yeah. No. I don't... At this time, I do not see her recusing herself. I think she still has plenty of fight left in her. And if this is the best that you've got, it's pretty amateurish. And she'll be able to handle that and kind of look at you like a librarian looking down at their glasses. Like, kind of look at you like, really? That's what we're going to do now? I can't believe I had to look up from this book I was reading to address this nonsense. We'll leave it here. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. Thank you for your likes, shares, comments, everything you do to feed the YouTube algorithm so my videos make it out to a wider audience. To folks just discovering this channel recently or for the first time, welcome to the channel. I hope you found this reading insightful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.